Hello there assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. I'm Wheel and today we'll be starting off a brand new mini-series. We're going to be starting to build the Hawkins Library from of course Stranger Things. Now this thing is massive and it's almost a build within a build. So as you can see, it is still kind of a work in progress, well the entire square I mean. The building itself, the library over here, is complete besides the interior. So what I've decided to do is start building and teaching you guys how to build this exterior now, and that'll almost kick me into gear with getting the interior done too and hopefully finishing the square off. So it's going to be really fun. It's definitely a build within a build, and then of course Joyce's shop is also a build within a build. So yeah, if you're interested in staying tuned for the entire square series, you can do, but if you just want to build the library and then of course Joyce's shop, then you don't have to watch the entire sort of series. I'm going to do separate episodes for these two buildings. It's just that they go with the entire square, as you can see here. So yeah, it's a really huge project, but we're going to start again. We're definitely going to take our time, and it's going to be definitely a lot of fun. Thank you so much for your just overall enthusiasm and your excitement to build this. And again, thank you so much for your patience in waiting for this build. So yeah, it's early here in Hawkins, Indiana, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright then assassins, so for step 1, something that I should do in all my tutorials, but sadly I haven't for many years, but now I'm starting to do it, is we need to build an outline for sure. We need to go ahead and map out where our library is going to be, and then of course this will help us in the grand scheme of things with the entire mini-series. So then, I've taken myself a really bright colour because I am colourblind. If I use like a red or something, it's going to be annoying to see on the green here. So I've got yellow. I'm going to go ahead and mark out a radius, a very big rectangle of 73 blocks along. So 1, 2, 3. '71, '72, '73. Oh, take a breath. So 73 blocks along like so. That is a lot. So definitely make sure to double check your work. I recommend double checking it once you've got both dimensions down, and then you can check them together. So 73 blocks along like so. Of course that's our longest side. And then we want to go 55 blocks upwards. But we want to use block number 1 on 73 to count number 1 up to 55. So 1, 2, 3. 55. Whew. And then we'll go ahead and fill it all in. Crikey. Okay guys, let's go ahead and double check our work. 73 blocks on this one, 55 blocks on this one. Okay assassins, I've just gone ahead and checked my work. This one's correct and so is this one. So now that they're both exactly what we want, we're going to go ahead and just match them into a rectangle. So we come to the end of the 55 and we go ahead and speed run along. You don't have to count this, you can just use the other one to your advantage until you get roughly in the same perimeter as it, so about here, and then we'll go back down to the 73 and we'll go ahead and just speed run, breaking the grass up here upwards until we reach roughly the 55, well the 55 line, but this is not obviously 55, it's going to be 73 as well. So yeah, there we are, and then we go ahead and fill it in. And it should leave us with a big old yellow outlined rectangle, which is exactly what we're after. So once we go ahead and fill this in, we can hopefully begin building our library. And there we go. Yep, that looks awesome. So let's go ahead and get some library materials. Alright then assassins, what I'm about to do may sound a little bit bonkers, but just trust me, I promise it's going to make sense. We're going to take a brighter colour material, or definitely like a different material to the yellow we have here. If you've not used yellow, choose basically the opposite colour to your colour. So I've gone with blue because it stands out from my yellow. I'm going to take myself some stone, some andesite, some stone stairs, some andesite stairs, and nether brick fences. Now what I'm going to do with these materials is I'm going to come down to my left corner of my grid here. Now it doesn't really matter where you start on this, it just, like, as long as you pick a starting corner, then it will be decided from that starting corner where your sort of library will sit, like where the tower is going to be, that sort of thing. So it doesn't really matter at the moment because we have a blank canvas, but you definitely want to make sure you stick to one side and then follow it round. I'm going to go with this bottom left side down here. So I'm going to go ahead and not mark it out yet, but I'm going to go up from this one. So I'm going to follow my 55 going upwards. I'm actually going to count from the bottom here up to 29 blocks, and that will basically be the middle of where the door is going to be into the library. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 here, so I'm going to replace it with a blue. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark out what I can see past this 29 on my original build. Now what this is going to be 2 stone here to the left, another stone here but going up for 1, 2 andesite here, 2 more stone here with 1 dropping down, andesite here. Then I want to do myself my first nether brick stair just here. Sorry, nether brick fence, not stair. My bad. Then we'll go with 2 more stone here, andesite here, and it comes out for another 1 here and drops down for 2. It also goes back up on itself for 1 in the middle there. And then over this way it goes for 1, 2, stone here, 1, 2, 3 andesite, so 1 more to the right. And then we start the new path with stone that way. And up this way we're going to start the new path with stone for 2 and 2, and that will go directly along that way. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut into my sort of grid here, and I'm also going to make the path going outwards from the library. Now if you're going to be building Hawkins Square, you're going to want to do this as well. If you're just planning on building the library, then don't worry about this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to go ahead and knock out this one here opposite my andesite, so sort of diagonal down, with 1 more andesite. Then I'm going to go over stone, andesite, stone, andesite, so that we have 3. And I'm just going to go ahead and alternate these now to bring them down for a little bit. I'm only going to bring them down for just here to this andesite level, like that, and then we can continue that afterwards. But for now, this is all we want. Now back up to this staircase, what I'm going to do is stick another nether brick fence here. That'll give me 2 on the ground, and then I'm going to start my staircase here. I'm not going to go any further beyond this point just for now, but I'll start this bit. I want to go with 2 andesite stairs, 1 stone, another andesite, stone, andesite, stone. I'm also going to build myself a fence here and connect it to that one just there. Wonderful. That is our first sort of adventure going upwards into our library. Now don't worry if it doesn't look dead center, that is absolutely fine. As long as we have that 29 from our starting corner, which we must remember where it is, it's going to be bottom left of the grid. You may want to mark that out instead actually with your opposite material, that may actually be helpful. Just so you know where you begun. So yeah, up from there, 29 started there. Now then we're going to backtrack, we're going to come back down to our corner here. And I want to go along this corner, along this way, so along my 73 for 36 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, just here. So we'll place the blue just for a second. We're going to go up diagonally from the blue with our andesite for 1, 2 stone to its right. I'm going to do an andesite here, which will continue the path that way. I want to do a stone back against this andesite. I'm also going to surround that andesite with stone. 2 more andesite here. Another 2 past the andesite with 2 more up. 2 stone this way to the left, and 2 more andesite this way to the left as well. I'm also going to do 2 more stone just in here, and then 2 stone on their own up to the left like so. I also fill in this little section with andesite. That just shows us the path goes all the way around on both these sides. Now over this way it's going to be stone, andesite, 2 stone, and andesite up here, a stone block here. It's actually going to have a stone block here as well. Andesite here, andesite, stone, stone, and a stone down here, and andesite just here. This one is a bit weird because it goes into like a sort of ramp. I'm guessing it's for like a disabled ramp. So we're just going to make that little sort of cut in from the pathway there, which will have like a brick wall along there afterwards. For now though, we can take another staircase, which is going to be just here. It's going to take 2 andesite here, 2 stone here, and an andesite here. And then we're going to take ourselves 1, 2 nether brick fences again, and then 2 with 1 stacking on the stair like so. Wicked. So that is our 36 trail. We can also bring the path forward once more. Like I said, guys, if you're not planning on building the square, don't do this section. But if you are, please by all means do it. We're going to take another andesite here. We will go with a stone here. Oh, that wasn't stone. There we are. We'll go with andesite here around that stone, kind of below it. We'll do another stone here, andesite here, and 2 more stone here. And of course, we'll continue that once more afterwards. Wicked. So now we'll go right the way along to this corner now, because we're starting like a new one. We've already done the 2 points on that corner, so we may as well come to this one. We'll mark it out with blue again, just so we know where we're starting. And we want to go up from this position, up to whatever is going to be in this sort of section of the rectangle. Now it's going to be on the 26th block, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Mark that out for a second. Then we're going to go ahead and take stone firstly. We'll go diagonally out on both sides of our blue, just here. We'll do an andesite in the center, with a stone above it. 2 andesites to its right. 3 andesites above the stone to the left. And then 3 below that one, kind of in the gap next to the stone. I'm also going to do myself a stone block just here, and then another one below. Andesite just here, and then 2 stone up for it, and 1 to its left. Then I'm going to go with 1, 2 andesite, 1, 2 andesite here. I'm going to fill in the shape with stone. I'm going to go with 2 more stone just here, 2 andesite just here, and then actually 2 below it as well to the left. Then I'll fill in these 3 with stone as well. Alright then, so now back to the center. So over here, I want to take myself a stone stair for 1, 2, and 3. An andesite stair just here. Over this way, we'll do ourselves 1 andesite stair, and then 2 more stone. Make sure your andesite 1 is going to be off from the center, just here. Now back down this way, we can do 2 more stone in the block, in the blocks. I was going to say what? Andesite just here, and then 2 more stone below it, and then 2 more andesite just here without taking out your your exterior. There we are. Right, and then we'll go with 1, 2, 3 stone up this way. 3 andesite to its left. To its right. Andesite in the middle of the 3, and then we're gonna kind of curve stone around like so. Andesite here for 1. Stone, stone, stone. Down here, 2 more andesite. 2 more stone in there. And then we'll branch back up. We'll do 1 more stone and then 2 more andesite. And that will go into a whole new path as well later. But for now, that's fine. So now we have this going, we can take ourselves nether brick fence, which is actually going to come out for 3 just here. As this is a much grander staircase, a much bigger one, we need 3 fences like this. Then we'll stack up, of course, 1 on top and 1 out from the staircase like so. And now back down to the perimeter. Using our blue here, we're going to make andesite for these 3. We'll do a stone here, and then up 3. Andesite here, stone here, 2 stone, andesite, and then I will again go back into a pathway back there. Now, of course, for our final corner, which is up here to the right of what we've just done, marking out with blue once more, we want to count upwards from this one, so we're now on the 73 blocks along this way. We're going to go up for 38 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Just here. Now what is awesome about this 38th one just here is it is going to be dead center to our opposite one. As you can see, we are literally slap bang in the middle where that fence is, which is perfect. Sorry, I did a bit of a wonky line there. You can see that's pretty cool. So this is really helpful for us. Up from the blue, we're going to do ourselves 2 stone. To its right, 2 andesite. 1 andesite above the stone. 2 andesite to the left of the stone, with 2 andesite coming out to the left at the top there. 3 stone in this gap. 3 stone over here. Sorry, andesite. Yep. We'll do a stone here. Andesite here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone. Backtrack next to the andesite and do a stone. Andesite. 2 stone, and then we'll continue that path afterwards. Over towards this way, we want to come back to down this way, down here. We're going to add in 2 more stone. We're going to do ourselves 1, 2, 3 andesite with 1 up. 2 stone, fill that gap. 2 stone again on this gap. Andesite here. Andesite for these 2, and a stone in there. Just like so. This will actually have an anvil sort of fence over here. You may have seen in the tour video, there's like an anvil sort of fence lining the exterior of the building just here. And that's where that goes, just there. So back onto this one, we're going to go straight up from the blue. At the very top up here, we want to do ourselves 2 stone stairs, 1 to the left like so. Andesite on its end, and then 2 andesite on the right side. That's perfect. We don't do any fence on the actual stairs here, so we can leave that all empty. And that is ready to go for later. Now back down this way, so we can build the exterior path for our square. We will go with 2 stone coming down from the andesite here. Where our blue block is going to be, it's going to be a stone. 2 andesite here with 1 underneath the stone. Across this way, 2 stone, and an andesite just here to make this 3. That is wonderful. Alright then, Assassins, you're doing an awesome job, by the way. Well done. We now have ourselves 4 almost platforms to get into our library, which is brilliant. And by the way, for your guys' information, so you know for later, these are actually going to be useful for when we do the basement, because I think the Hawkins Library does have like a basement archive section. So when we come onto that, if you're on a Bedrock Edition world like I am, of course we do have the trouble of building down to Bedrock pretty much immediately. Now we don't need to worry about that because, like I said, we're building almost on stilts, so we can go ahead and incorporate the basement into what we already have without having to build this on a massive hill or something. So that's very, very useful, and thank goodness for it. We're going to take ourselves some stone stairs, some andesite stairs, some nether brick fences, some andesite, some gravel, some brick block, a stone button, crimson trapdoors, and some grey stained glass pane. Okay then, oh, there we are. Alright, we're going to come to this staircase just here. It's this one that we've built the 2 stone underneath the middle here. Then just look at the floor pattern here and you'll be able to sort of tell where we are. Yeah, this one is going to be kind of a grand entrance just here, so we definitely wanted to get this done. Alright guys, once you're here, let's begin. We're going to come up from this staircase here. We're just going to use any type of block here just to fill a little section in, just in 1 block behind the stairs like so. And this will allow us to build another set of staircase above this. Another set of staircase? Another set of stairs even. We'll do 2 stone stairs and then 3 andesite stairs just here. Awesome. Now then, for the founding sort of walls of the building, I've used andesite and gravel, like a mixture of the 2. It just adds a lot more texture, like I've done with the floor down here. So if you want to go ahead and alternate any which way you want to do it, go ahead and do it your own way. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to start with 2 andesite over here, and on this one over here, I'm going to go with 2 gravel. On both of these though, I'm going to stick myself stone, oh no, only on 1. Stone stair, and then I'm going to do an andesite stair on that one. So up from the normal staircase. And these are kind of representing pillars that are going to be made of quartz bricks later on. Now behind this, I'll do like an alternating thing with my materials here, and ending on a andesite. And over here, I want to end on an andesite as well. So I'm going to do the same behind that one. Perfect. It's already starting to look grand. Now around the corner here, I'm going to go with a andesite here. I'll go with another gravel here and a gravel next to the stair. I'm going to go with 3 andesites here, maybe swap the bottom one for a gravel. Just so I have 2 like so. I want to do the same next to this stair, and this one I want to end with 2 andesite up here. So below it I can do basically whatever I wish, so I'm just going to go with that. Perfect. Both of these sides will be covered up by hedges anyways, so we needn't worry too much about those, which is good. Now around the corner here, if you want to bulk up these ones, be my guest. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of use my andesite here as a filler material. There we go. Now going to the right, going to our corner down here, we're going to start with our brick block. We will go here, so just kind of back in 1. I'm going to go along for 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. You know what, I will go 6 and 7 too, and then I'm going to actually layer the entire thing for 2 layers like so. Dropping down here, I'll stick my first stone button, trapdoor, button, trapdoor, and a button here. Down this way, I'm going to do myself andesite, gravel, andesite, andesite, gravel, and here instead of a block, I'm going to do an andesite stair this way, like so, so that way. Now back up here, I'm going to layer it again with my andesite and gravel. So I'm going to go with an andesite, gravel, 2 andesite below the window that's going to be here, 2 gravel, and I'll end on an andesite just here. Oh, voice break, lovely. Alright, if you want to go ahead and like mark out where the windows are going to be as well for a bit later on, that's absolutely cool as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place 2 glass panes above that trapdoor and that stone button just there. It may end up being a different glass pane, but for now we'll just use the ones we have. That's fine. Alright then, around the corner here. Cool, we're making good progress, guys, well done. Come down here and place an andesite, and then 2 gravel. Then we want to go back in ourselves just here, and place 1 gravel, 2 andesite. I'm going to take my brick block, and I'm going to go along for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will go 6 so I'm into the wall. I'm going to do 2 layers of these, of course. Stone button, trapdoor, stone button, trapdoor, and over here instead of a button, I'm going to do myself nether brick fence. It's going to be for a drainage pipe, so we can build 3 as we have the wall to 3 as well. Here we will go with another andesite, gravel, 2 andesites, a gravel next to the drainage pipe, and here you can use a random material. I'll go with andesite. Down here, instead of doing my brick, I'm going to go with the full foundation for the building. I'm going to go with 2 gravel and an andesite at the top. Then I'll go with an andesite down here with 2 gravel. I'll go with a gravel, 2 andesite, and then I basically want to follow this on until I reach the end here. This wall in total is going to be worth, excluding this one, so the ones that we see, this one here, number 1, 2, which is going to have a stair on top of it of brick, 3, then 4 and 5 are going to have the window on, so let's go ahead and build those now. So I'm going to build them back in here. That's where the windows are going to be. Then on, was that 5? Yep. So 6 is going to be over here. That's back into the wall. 7 is down here, which I'm going to do 2 gravel and andesite. 8 will just be here. And then 9 is going to be our ending one just here. So I'm going to do that like so. It's a little bit complex. But you can always use your stone button and trapdoor method to sort of find the end of this one. Now I believe there is a little gap between this and the end of the building. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take stone, button, trapdoor, button, trapdoor, button, trapdoor, and a button, but we're not going to stick a trapdoor here. We're going to instead spin around the corner here. Now when we come around to this corner, there's going to be a bunch more hedges later on that will line the front of this building. For now though, we can take ourselves a nice big wall that goes along here. It's going to be worth 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So we have number 1 already. We'll go for, switch that to a gravel. That's now 3. I'm going to go with just alternating randomly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our 9th one just up here. Okay, so to continue, we'll take a stone button here, obviously jumping the corner once more. Then we want a trapdoor just going in here, and then we're going to leave the rest for a hedge that will go in here for about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we end it with ourselves a trapdoor just here. I'm just going to double check my counting quick. So I have 3 on my photo, and I have 4 that are empty, and another 3. So I'm going to go 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, yeah, there should be another one just here. That's right, best to check your work. There we go. And then we add a stone button on the end just here. Perfect. My bad counting, sorry guys. I also want to apologise for any popping sounds you may have heard in the background. Sadly it wasn't popcorn, it was actually fireworks at my local town's showground. I didn't realise, but there was a fireworks display today and I could hear it in the background of my video, which is kind of funny. But yeah, apologies about that. Had to kind of time my recording in between there blowing up stuff. So right, let's go ahead and go for 2 more andesite, a gravel block here. We basically want to come around the corner for 2 blocks here. So we have 1, 2, And on the third one, we're going to build a new wall. So you can just go with 3 andesite just here. So we'll start the new wall with our brick block. We'll go for 3. Then we'll go for another 3, so of course 6. And we'll do this for 2 layers. On the second one in, we can make another drainage pipe. Break into the floor, and we'll add a trapdoor in there later. But for now, just go with your 3 fences like so. Then we want to go with 2 andesite, gravel, andesite, gravel, and no, gravel. We will go with a stone button, trapdoor, and a stone button just here. Then we want to come forward with 2 brick block here, 2 brick block here, and another 2 here. Then we will take ourselves andesite for 3 just here, because this is like a very posh part of the building, so no gravel really appears in this section. I say that and it'll probably be around the corner. So we go out for 2 on this one, and we fill this in with 2 more nether brick fences. Stick a brick block on this one to symbolize a pillar that we can add in, later in the tutorial. We'll add in ourselves 2 gravel. Of course there was gravel after I said that. And then we'll do ourselves andesite here. Oh, sorry, that's gravel. Andesite here behind the stair, and a gravel up from it. 3 more fences just go in here. Brick block here. 2 andesite below. A stone goes in here, so I may just have to pick block quickly to grab that. It's the only one in this section, which is a little bit troublesome. I'll just get my trapdoor back. There we are. And then behind this one, we do ourselves 2 andesite here, and of course brick. Then we were going to go with 2 andesite here on the floor, a gravel, and then 2 more andesite here with a brick on top. 3 more nether brick fences here, and then behind this is where the ramp connects to the building. So we can go in front of this now. We can cut into the floor here for 3 with our brick block and take 3 nether brick fences along there too. We're also going to do 1, 2 over, leaving this one empty for a brick block stair, or a brick stair I think it's called, and adding in 1 behind. That also has a fence on. We'll build brick up to that one, so 4 for now, and then nether brick fences along to there as well. We will go behind this section here, and we will also take ourselves more stone. Goodness me, sorry chaps. Let's go for 1, 2 stone here. And then we'll take a trapdoor back just there. We will go with 2 more brick block here. I'm actually going to build this along, so we're going to go for, actually we'll just count this. So it is going to be for 12 blocks of brick block. 2 is already there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we're going to build this forward for 2, 3, 4, 5 to connect to that one down there. So just here. This one can also come along, but leaving 2 blocks before the end. One will have a stair on, and the other will be, of course, empty. We'll take our fence along over where that stair will be, and then we'll take the fence along the entire brick wall just along here, like so. This will also be connected to a pillar that goes back in here, which will be entirely of brick. So I'll build that up to 3 at the moment to build to the rest of the foundation. Wonderful, guys, well done. I'm going to stick a brick block just in the floor there, just so we know what's to come later. Grab my stone back once more. We're finally going to finish off this path here, just whilst we have the materials at hand. So I'll take myself andesite again, stone just in here. I'll take 2 more andesite here, stone, andesite for 1, and I'm also going to do an andesite stair here. Or you can use a slab, it's up to you guys. We're just trying to make this look like it is a proper ramp. So you can either swap that out for a slab, which I recommend doing because it looks a little bit more realistic, or you can use a stair in there. Up to you guys. I'm going to knock mine out for now, grab a slab in a moment. We'll do stone, stone, andesite. Oh, that's not either or. There we go. Andesite will come down for another 1. A stone just in here. I'm going to do 2 andesite here. I'm going to take stone for 1, 2, and 3 here. Andesite here. Andesite here. Andesite next to the original one. And then stone in that one in the middle there. Perfect. Yeah, obviously that's going to be a brick stair, so we'll place a brick block below. Let's grab a slab for this one whilst we can. Let's just take one from here is fine. Andesite one will look good. And then we'll grab our andesite stairs back from there. Perfect. Now then, for the building again, we're going to kind of skip a little section here, which we'll come back to in episode 2, which is going to go obviously around here and then around the back of the ramp. But we're just going to continue until we have a perimeter going. We want to go next to the ramp just here on the top corner. We're going to take ourselves gravel, and we're going to go for 2. We will place ourselves an andesite 1 here, and an andesite on top of it, just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and come down here with our brick block. We will take 1 above the andesite here, 2 just in here, 2 over the top of that section, 2 in the grass, 2 of our glass panes just in there, 2 pillars of 2 lots of brick block, 2 more in the grass down here, 2 over the grass, well, over that sort of section now, 2 more over here, 1 on the right side, and then place our glass in there like so. Now we can take ourselves the end of this wall, which is going to be 2 lots of andesite, 2 lots of gravel, and then we'll go with andesite, 2 gravel, andesite, andesite, 2 gravel, andesite, andesite, and a gravel just there. Wicked. Now spinning around this corner, this one is where the basement starts, just around here, which is pretty cool. So we can almost build a little deeper with our material, but we can do that afterwards. I think that's a bit too much detail for now. So we'll start by just going with a andesite here. Then we want to go with a brick. We'll go with 2 brick. We'll go with a brick for 1, 2, 3, 4. Down this one for 2, and then just 1 on the end there, like so. Take brick under and in the grass down here, and then we'll do our glass down here. Then over this section, we want to go with 2 andesite up here, 2 gravel, 1 andesite, 2 gravel, and andesite, and there's going to be a gravel up here. So for now, just build your andesite around the brick, and then a gravel up there. Wicked. Looking awesome, guys. Well done. If you'd like, you can also take your brick whilst you're here. Go next to this one, this edge of the corner. Build brick along this way, all the way until you reach yourself kind of down this corner. Even actually beyond this section. I'm actually going to go up until I'm reaching this andesite here. So literally these 2. Excuse my throat. Just dying a sec. There we go. So that's about there. Yeah, looks good for now. I'm going to take myself my nether brick fence all the way along that section too. Now we are once again going to skip around the corner here. So we're going to skip diagonally backwards, and we will go for 4 brick block like so. We actually want to go ahead and make ourselves obviously 2 layers of this, and I'm going to knock out the bottom 2 down here. Replace the grass with 2 brick block, and place in my glass pane in there like so. And that goes above a double door that takes us to the basement archive. Above the section we can do ourselves gravel, 2 andesite, and maybe gravel here. Maybe we'll swap that one for gravel too. Now forward from this section we're going to go for 1, 2, 3 lots of brick just in here. So 2 of them are exposed. Then I'm going to go ahead and build upwards for 3 lots of these, even on the level of the gravel here. That's perfect. Then I'll come to the forwardmost prominent side of the building here, and I'm actually going to start to build a little bit more of a raised section for our staircase. So we actually want to raise this up for another lot of stairs basically. So for this you can just take, again, a random material, recommend andesite, just because it looks cool on both sides. Stone stair here, andesite, stone, andesite, stone, andesite, andesite. Wicked. Up this way, again, we're going to need our stone, so don't worry about the trapdoors again for a bit. We will go with 2 stone here, andesite. I'm going to move these materials closer together, just so it's a little easier. Oops, always end up doing that. Always just end up chucking a material away almost. There we go. Right. So we have stone, andesite. We want the andesite to come to the next andesite stair just here. We're also going to build andesite up in the middle of the 3 there. Across here we'll do ourselves stone, andesite, and a stone one here. Now back along this way to connect to the fence over that way, we want to make sure that we have enough material going for us too for the actual building. Well, assassins, I have hit a very strange roadblock up here. Now it seems that we have like 2 smaller dimensions for what we have built here, which is really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to my starting position, and I'm going to go the opposite way around, so building this way until we basically reach that corner again. And if it happens to be too short on that side, then we'll know that we just need to basically extend that side along, which is what we should have. We should have basically enough room to build another wall that comes out from that staircase. But at the moment, of course, we don't. But it still has to be off center from this one over here, which it is, but it is 2 blocks along. So there is a mistake up there I can see, but there is a bigger mistake that I can't see at the moment, which is strange. So what we're going to do, continue from this way, and we'll work on that afterwards. I'm sure it's a pretty simple fix. So I've grabbed myself my crimson trapdoor back instead of my stone, and I'm going to start from going this way, just here. So we want to go with our 2 layers of brick block again, and we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and of course for 2 layers, just here. Make sure you're 1 block back from your big pillar just here. We'll do a stone button here, a block away, another one, and a block away, another one. Oops, not on the grass, here. We'll do trapdoors between them. So we have 2 lots like so. And then above them, we want to do ourselves 2 lots of gravel, 2 andesite, a gravel here. Oops, that's brick. There we go. So gravel there. Over here, we'll do ourselves a andesite, gravel, andesite, gravel, gravel, and an andesite stair this way around this time. So the opposite to what we did over there. Behind this, you can either build yourself 2 layers of brick for both of these, and then just add in your wall material on top of that. Material even, not material. So there we go, like so. And I'll do another one just there like that. Now spinning back around this way, of course I want to build the pillar coming out the wall here. So I'm going to do myself andesite, gravel, andesite here. Now back along this way, so back in on myself just for 1 block, I'll do andesite, gravel, andesite here. Then I'll take my brick, I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so, up for 2 layers. And at the bottom here, I'm going to start with a trapdoor, a stone button, trapdoor, and a stone button here. I'm going to leave this one empty, and I'm going to spin directly around the wall here, building with my brick, just for 3 for now, to add in another stone button here, so that's why we leave that one off. Now coming back up to this side, we want to go for 2 gravel on top of here. Actually, we'll go for 3. And we'll add in 2 windows that are going to go there as well. Then we'll do ourselves 1, 2, no, only 1 andesite. Then we'll do a gravel and a gravel. Now in here we'll do ourselves 2 andesite, 2 more brick, 2 more brick. Up here, this is where our window is going to start. So we have our 2 andesite just here. Gravel, andesite, window, window. And now back along this way, 2 more of our brick with 1 this way. 2 andesite below to the left. A gravel just here. Andesite, gravel, and then an andesite just here like so. Now coming back down to our trapdoor and stone pattern, button, we do trapdoor, button, button on the far one, and a trapdoor just in there like so. That is perfect. Epic stuff, guys, well done. Now then, back around this way, we are going to come along even further from this one. And we want to come along for, well, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 for a window. And then there's another 4, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks in total. Had to count my fingers there, jeez. Right, we'll go for andesite just in here. We will take our brick for 1, 2 down here. I'm going to go 3, 4. And I'm going to start with a stone button here and a trapdoor here. Back up the top, I want to do myself an andesite here, a gravel, gravel, andesite. We'll just swap these materials around just so I don't keep getting myself muddled up. Like that, and I will do the same with my fence as well. Oh, God, the slingshot there on PlayStation is a nightmare. There we go, so we have 4, remember we need 11 in total. So 4 looking good. We will go with another 2 brick below, and this will end with a button. 2 empty bricks just here. Another 2 bricks, but this one has a button, trapdoor, and then the end one, of course, another button. And we'll do 1 again this way, so it's the exact same as the opposite side. Up this way, we can do ourselves andesite, gravel, andesite, gravel, andesite, 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 gravel, gravel. Awesome. I will mark out my windows again, but they are going to be a different glass pane. So I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 windows, and then there should be 4 blocks on the other end of it, like so. So basically they're going to be in between the buttons like this. That's wicked. So now around the corner once more, you need to go into like a little generator gap in the side of the building. So this one's a bit tricky. We need to go ahead and take ourselves maybe some gravel just down here, and then we'll do some andesite at the top. We'll do brick, and then brick for 2. And then these bricks in here will actually come out the wall this way, once more. And they're going to come out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Just for now. We're going to go back to the top here. We're going to add in ourselves a bit of gravel just in here. Andesite, gravel, gravel, andesite, andesite, and a gravel. I'm going to do myself 2 windows on these 2 over here, just to symbolize where the windows will be. Here I'm going to do myself a drainage pipe with nether brick fences. Looking good, guys, well done. And we'll leave the rest for later. Now even further along from this one, so leaving this one empty, go ahead and build 3 brick just here next to it. And this will come out for 2 at the very top. Down here it's actually going to be stone. Goodness me, good old stone. So let's zip around to this side and pick up some stone instead of our trapdoors. Now back along this way we want 2 stone to be coming forward. Andesite, andesite up for 2. Past an andesite that is. So we go 2 stone, andesite, 2 andesite. And then we're going to do the middle bit filled in with some fence, just for those 2. Brick on top of here. We will do ourselves 1, 2, 3 andesite here, up to the staircase. 3 brick. This is all looking good, by the way, for a mistake so far, guys. We're doing great. And then we want to go for, I'm going to go for 2 gravel over here. And then a brick. Then of course we continue our pathway along again. So I'm going to go with 2 stone. And then I'll go with an andesite. I'm actually going to go 2 andesite on this one. With brick. 3 gravel over here for my fence. 1 gravel, 1 andesite just here. And of course brick. And we must go back again into the wall back there. So I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3 andesite here. I'm going to go with 1, 2 brick just there. And then my 2 fence in there like so. Behind this pillar, I'm also going to start a new wall. So I'm going to go with 1, 2 brick just here. Coming out for 1, 2, 3 lots of these brick pillars worth 2 blocks high. On this far one, I'm going to do myself just brick. But here, oh actually no I won't. I'll do myself andesite. And then I'll go andesite, gravel, andesite. 2 windows going here. I'm going to drop down here. And I'm going to build myself 2 more brick. And these ones will come up again for the 2 layers. And then we'll end with 2 gravel. Then I'm going to come back. So diagonally back this is. And I'm going to go back along for 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say 4 and then actually 4. So there we are. And we want 2 layers of these again. So then we can add in gravel on each end and andesite in the middle. These also have windows on top, so we can do them in the middle. We can also do a drainage pipe up here for 3. That will then allow us to build around the corner here. We will come 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for 2 layers that is. And then we want to be past the drainage pipe for 1 whole block like this, and then just a singular one up this way. This then allows us to add ourselves a gravel here on the end, andesite, 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 gravel, gravel, andesite, just like so. And now we're back onto like an open big wall over here, which is great. This has the anvil sort of side on it, as I said before about this big pathway. Cool, so coming on to this one, we will go with a andesite down here. We'll go with brick for 1 and obviously 2 down here. I'll go with my andesite here. Gravel on this one. I'll do myself a total of another 2 brick just here. So this entire wall is worth 14 blocks. Well, this entire wall, okay. Well anyways, we're going to go back to this one. So we have ourselves 3 at the moment on this side. We need a 4th one. And then it comes up to where a window is going to be just over here. So we need to make another 2 just in here. But these bottom ones are going to be knocked out, the grass replaced with brick, and they're going to be 4 windows just in here. Then we'll leave a gap of 3, and we break in another 2 for more brick, for another 2 windows, and of course they will be above as well. So build the brick across those ones, like so. Then we can continue with our pattern just over here across as well. So remember just to alternate between your materials, so just every now and again, just switch up what you're using. And then of course down here we need to do 3 blocks past our windows, but these have a bit of a different design too. So we're going to go with 1, 2, then of course our 1 down this way. So that is going to be for the 2, and of course 3 is going to be the one we're about to build. We'll go with andesite, gravel, 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 maybe a gravel here, and maybe an andesite just in there like so. Epic. So now we are on the final stretch, and we can finally see where I've made that mistake. So around here, this is also a big wall. It is worth, actually there's a big window, let me just count that. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and then of course 3 more, which is 10. So we're going to build a 10 block wall. We're going to go with an andesite down here, an andesite up here, a brick block in there, 2 down here, 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks in the floor for our windows here. Then we'll do brick right the way across and plus 1 on the end of that one. So when you build it down, it's going to be out for another one. And then when we go ahead and add in our gravel and andesite pattern, it should be 10 blocks in total. So we'll just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is indeed. So we have this just here, guys. That's brilliant. Okay, moment of truth. I can actually see we're too short already, which is good. This is really good. So hopefully I haven't made a mistake with the border. I doubt I have, but I just want to check. Always good to check. So for this one, we want to go for another window that's going to be in the ground. So I'm going to go up with my 2 brick, break 2 in the floor, over the window frame like so, glass in there like so. I'm going to do myself gravel in the middle, andesite on both ends like this. And then over here, what I'm going to do is come out from this one for 1, 2, 3, for 2 layers of course. This one I'm also going to do another layer on, like that, so basically the same as the other side. Then I'm going to take myself my gravel, andesite, gravel, andesite, 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 gravel, andesite, and this is where the staircase should start. So that's fine, that's an easy fix. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. We're just going to need to jump the staircase to be a little bit closer this way, so that's fine. So let me just get the dimension correct here. Okay, so to keep us all in the same loop, I'm going to take out my staircase and stuff here, just like so. Not removing the wall I've done already over there, because that's pretty perfect. So that's awesome. Then I'm going to take myself my 2 materials down here, my gravel and my andesite. We go with gravel for 2, up for 2, andesite next to the brick block, andesite for 2 down here, gravel in there like so. I can now build up with my stone for 2 layers, andesite for 2, 2 and 2, stone for 2, andesite for 2, and stone for 2 over here. That's perfect. Phew. Then we'll go with our stone stair here, andesite, stone, andesite, stone, andesite, andesite, stone, stone, andesite, stone, 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 andesite, like so. Don't forget to add in your new railing. This one will go at the very top of the staircase here, on the step 1, on step 2 and come down of course, on step at the bottom, and then down here for 1, and I think we can bring this right the way out as well, so we'll go there as well. And then we'll just switch the path around over here. Don't worry about the path design, because that's, you know, obviously just an alternating pattern, so you needn't worry about that at all. So we'll just do something random at the moment, maybe like this sort of thing, and then I'm just going to replace my boundary just here to make it all perfect again. Phew. Oh my goodness, sometimes that does happen to me. I kind of fall short a little bit somewhere and then get worried I'm going to mess up, but luckily it wasn't actually the border that was the problem, it was just my terrible counting, so thank goodness. But yeah, easy fix. And then we come down here, We take another 2 brick block and another 2 fences, and we count this. Hopefully it'll be a total of 14. That's what we're after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bang on. Thank goodness. Up here, just go ahead and add in more pathway. Again, just doing like a strange sort of design. Make sure to fill in the blocks under the stairs like so. And voila. We have ourselves the foundry and the basics for our Hawkins Library. Happy days. I'm really excited to get this built. It's going to be awesome. Well, there we are, Assassins. That is it for episode 1. Thank you so much for joining me for a brand new series. It is really good to be back doing another Stranger Things one. The last one we completed was the Creole House interior, which is somewhere in that direction, I believe. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I actually really got into that, and I was just kind of filming it every day, and I hope it'll be the same with this series. But like I said, now I've got the first episode done, it is going to be like a groove of getting into this thing and getting that interior built too. So it's going to be really exciting, and hopefully there won't be any hiccups for you guys. You can go ahead and build the interior straight after building the exterior. So that's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for your enthusiasm, your patience as always, and just your overall motivation to me for just getting this done, really. Thank you so much. If you have enjoyed episode 1, please be sure to drop a like on it. That would be epic. If you are new around here, if you're a Stranger Things fan or you're a fan of Minecraft, thank you so much for checking me out. Really appreciate that for a start. But also, if you're interested in staying tuned for future tutorials and series on whatever, please go ahead and join the Assassin today for free by subscribing, or at least consider it. That would be wicked. You can also check me out on my social medias, links below, and that'll give you some news and updates for when stuff is coming out to the channel, and just sharing some older stuff that you may have not seen. So yeah, please check those out. But yeah, guys, you take the best of care. Have an excellent rest of your day. Stay safe, stay tuned, don't get eaten by a demogorgon, and I'll see you for episode number 2 of how to build Hawkins Library from Stranger Things in Minecraft. Goodbye for now. Take the best of care.